On Civil War News, we will be talking about the telegraph, made by Samuel Morse. Just came in from Terry DeBoer. Samuel Morse created the telegraph because he was tired of how slow communication was. He got the idea from when he was gone from his home for a little while. He came back and found out that his wife was dead. He wished that he would found this out earlier. He created the telegraph and brought it to Washington, D.C. Soon after, Samuel Morse met Charles Jackson, who knew about electromagnetism and experimented. He then created to send messages over wire. Later, after finding a sponsor, he presents the telegraph to the White House and shows how it works. Then Abe Lincoln took the telegraph into his hands to help with his war. Now out to Nicole to hopefully get an interview with Mr. Abe Lincoln.
Thanks, Deborah. Today we're back at President Abraham Lincoln's house. We're going to see if he's up for an interview to tell us about how the telegraph allowed for us to win and the Confederates to lose, and how it challenged them to communicate and for us to communicate better. Let's see if he's up for a few questions.
Hello.
Good morning, President Abraham Lincoln. I was just wondering if you'd like to have an interview about the telegraph and how it allowed for us to win the Union.
Oh, sure, why not? I was just finishing up my Captain Crunch.
Oh, I see. My first question is, do you eat Captain Crunch often?
Oh, yes, every morning I wake up and I have my Captain Crunch. Although sometimes I like my waffles.
You've heard that, ladies and gentlemen. President Abraham Lincoln loves Captain Crunch. My next question is, how did the telegraph allow for the Union to win the Civil War?
Well, one reason is because the South didn't have the telegraph, so they couldn't communicate with the soldiers in moving them or moving supplies. But we could, and that was one of the main reasons why we won the Civil War.
I also heard somebody telling us about the strategies. Were you able to make strategies with the generals there by using the telegraph?
Oh yes, we would send him messages and it would make them easier for them to receive the messages so we can make the South lose.
My last question is, what do you think will be in next season, high skirts or low skirts?
Well, my wife here, she was wearing a very long skirt today, and so I think the next new thing will be a short skirt.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, short skirts are in. Thank you, President Abraham Lincoln. That's all for today.
You're welcome, and I just learned how to shuffle the party rock anthem. Ready?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rachel and this is Deborah. Today we're here to show you how the telegraph works, so that way you'll know a little bit about what President Abraham Lincoln was talking about. So, what happens is that you push this button, push, 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 push. A positive and a negative charge. A negative charge is going this way and the positive charge is going this way, causing these little weird thingies to come out. Then the person who was seeing these would be able to translate them into letters and what they stood for, put the letters together and read it and know what they're saying. So for example, Sarah will push it and some weird things will come out and I will read it.
Okay. Ready?
Ready, Deborah?
Beep, 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 beep.
It says dash dash dot squiggly mark, translation. SpongeBob SquarePants is on tonight at 5. Don't miss it.
Yes, and another thing to add to this is the longer you hold this down will make these dash marks right there. And if you just lightly press it like that, beep, boop, it will make dots like that. So that's how they did their language. So yeah, that is how you work the telegraph.
Ta-ta!